Yeah, I'm right back at you like I never left, and I'm gonna go this hard to my last breath. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Canoom, Consul Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Canoom. I'm here, and while I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear. 'Cause a lot of y'all can't hear. Yeah. Now, welcome back to Make My Ancestors Great Again. This is another episode of My Thoughts. This is My Thoughts 130. Okay. Now, today we're gonna talk about. I already did it so many different times. The state of gospel music, the state of the church, pretty much, gospel lyrics and things like that. And Christianity is the main object or main topic for this channel because Christianity affects. At one time, it was 7 out of 10 people that you meet. Seven out of that 10 would be Christians. Excuse me. I'm sure, like I say, post COVID, the numbers have dwindled. So now it might be anywhere from roughly 5 to 6 out of 10 that you meet can be Christianity. But the numbers are still significant. So I do a lot of uh, making fun and making light of Christianity, if you will. The subject matter and the people that do things it's inside of Christianity is what I poke fun at. And take little shots at. But I always say it's nothing personal against the people who's doing it. I might see a guy um, doing some crazy Holy Ghost. I might see a pastor doing something. It could be a guy scamming, stealing money. In my opinion, in my thoughts, and you know, that's why I made this up. So Christianity is always a main source for this channel. Islam, Judaism, things of that nature, and anything else, because that's what's robbing our people of their power. You see, every human being was hooked up to their universal creator, not a man-made God. That's two different understandings. The universal creator is invisible. We're all hooked up to the universal creator invisibly. Okay. That's the way it is. So before you're born, when you're in your mother's womb, you're incubated inside of there from an umbilical cord from your mom to you. Then when you're born, they cut the umbilical cord off and you're hooked up to the universal creator through oxygen. Okay. And your pineal gland, which is a sensor organ that sits behind your brain, up under your brain, behind your nostrils. It intakes air. Okay. And your spirituality is already hooked up to what you need to survive in this world, which is your spirituality. Okay. It's invisible, just like the oxygen you breathe in. So every human being was not sent here to find a man-made God. That's what this page is about. Okay. So when I say I'm making my ancestors great again, I'm trying to let you understand we have become so little because the very religions that we follow. What does that mean? Instead of invoking our spirituality and being the most that we can get out of ourselves, we belittle ourselves, put all that spirituality and power into a man-made God and rely on that man-made God to try and attempt to navigate our lives physically through a physical life, but we give the object our spirituality, whether it be God, Jesus the Christ, Jehovah, Yahweh, Yahshua, Yahbisha, Bashawasha, all these names. Okay. So let's look at this. This is Darrel Walls. I'm not familiar with him because, again, I'm really not into gospel music. I was once, but I don't need gospel music anymore because I come into my spirituality. So let's look at this, and it's very disturbing, shocking, and it's just something that people should be aware of. So I don't own the video. This is a brother from the Walls group. I guess he's in Texas, and let's look at the video. I don't own it. It's a short. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I thank you for watching. I think it's very old, but I just came across it, so I want to give my thoughts on it. And I'm not a headline junkie. I don't use this page to go running after headlines and use that silly term that people say clout. I don't want no clout. This page never have to get a million subscribers, a million views, and I'm satisfied with that because the very few people that takes any of the information and go do research, cross-reference the research and the things that I'm talking about and find themselves, I'm good with that. That's it. I'm fine with that. I don't chase the Puff Daddy stories. I don't chase if a rapper 6ix9ine get out of jail and the world is talking about him. So I'm a headline junkie. That's not what this page is about. This page is to make my ancestors great again. What they left us in rich culture, rich history, a rich legacy. We should be trying to tap into what they had, what was spiritual systems, instead of physical man-made religions, and dwindled on what we was able to do. We have dwindled now, okay, in the physical realm. So let's look at the video.
Just, I don't like you like that. Oh, now you don't like me like that. Give me a kiss. I'm gonna show people what you relax.
Ah, man, African people. This video is shocking because this brother has lost his way in every way. What business of it is mine? Okay, how's that my business about what this brother has? They say he put it on only friends can view it. Then one of his friends leaked it to the world. What business of it is mine? Okay, it came to the public arena. So now everybody began to give their scrutiny, their criticism, and their thoughts on it. And now it's my business because I want to let my African people see how far we came from being in one place to the next. Okay. At one time, African people was the kings of all kings of civilization. Okay. They destroyed and took that from us. Okay. Now the only thing African people in America know about themselves is that we came here in slavery. That's the way they taught it with curriculum in the scholastic school systems. This is Western academia doing this. So they pinpoint how you came from nothing. And if they didn't bring you here, you would have still been in Africa, I guess, being naked, throwing mud pies and spears and stuff. Okay. This is shocking. And it comes to my spirit, and the ancestors said, hey, speak on this because it's wrong. This gentleman has betrayed himself, I understand, as being a heterosexual. Okay. Now, this is the shocking part. This gentleman, I'm sure, he's in a group called the Walls Group, which is supposed to be like, the biggest, next big thing coming out, as if a Kirk Franklin, Donnie McClurkin type thing. They're on that stratosphere to become very large. The Tasha Cobbs and all this type of stuff. In Christianity, a lot of people have broke the fundamental understanding even of that. It's mythology and folklore, but still it has a fundamental thing that says a man should not lie with a man, a woman should not lie with a woman. That was underlying facts. Okay. So then they come and said, disregard that. The New Testament, Jesus say anybody is welcome, anybody can do anything. Okay. Now, excuse me. This brother is wrong even over here and in Christianity. And he looks like Megan Gooden. Okay. He looks like Megan Good, excuse me, and Jonathan Major sitting there because the little light skinned dude, Darrell, he looks like Megan Gooden, like they portraying or doing a play. And this big brother, black brother, looks, as a Mandingo, like Jonathan Majors. Look, he has all the African structural face structures that they that they racistly give people. Okay. So he looks like that. So this looks like Jonathan Majors and Megan Good, the little guy, Darrell Good. I believe that's his name. No, Walls. Darrell Walls. I'm sorry. So he talking about give me a kiss. I don't like you like that. Give me a kiss. I show these people how much you like. Now this is man on man. See what they do at home. That's fine. But why shouldn't this be catapulted into the stratosphere? Why shouldn't this be catapulted into the universe? Because, first of all, they both of African descent. Why do we have to have the betrayal of a sissy, a homosexual, or a faggot? And none of these terms are disrespectful to LGBTQIA community. None of them. Because a heterosexual man pretending to be something else or acting like a sissy, a punk, or a faggot is just what it is. He's not owning it. Now, a gay man, a lesbian, a queer, these people have taken a letter and they owned it. So you can't call him any of that. This don't pertain to them. When a so-called heterosexual man acts in a way that's unfamiliar with another heterosexual man, he becomes one of the terms that I'm talking about, a punk, a sissy, or a faggot. These names have been used since the beginning of time amongst heterosexual men. And then the brother said, "Oh man, you tripping. I ain't like no punk." See, this is just man talk. So don't try to act like this is hate speech because it's not. All right. African people did not have homosexuality on the widespread. Even right now, if you bring that into some countries, they will remove you out of their country physically by force. Sometime they'll give you prison time. Sometime they'll murder you. There's no widespread homosexuality that's accepted for African people. So he's in religion doing it, which is, like I say, his teachings is the Bible. He's wrong by the Bible, but he's betraying it to the world. Now, if Darrell Walls is all right with having a man, what makes the little boy that he gives mentorships, and I believe homosexual calls them mentees, he goes speak and he say, this is how you get into the great world of gospel music. If a little boy see that, where is he going? Nowhere. He cannot um, produce anything. Man on man cannot produce life. Woman on woman cannot produce life. So this is wrong by every stretch of the word. Anything, your imagination, this is wrong. Okay. And that's why it's disturbing, shocking, and alarming to say the least. Because this is no more than when you was a little kid and you knew the choir rehearsal. I mean, the choir conductor, he was he was funny. He was a sissy. We don't know if he was openly gay, but if he was, it looked like he was openly gay. But in our mind, he's heterosexual, so he was just a little like a sissy. Okay, now it's become open. You got Kurt Franklin looking androgynous. You got this man, Darrell Walls, now is an acceptance of being openly betraying a gay man. You have Donnie McClurkin, who people always thought was a little looking like a sissy. You got TD Jakes now in question. You got all these people in question. And all this stuff is an abomination of God by their own standard, not by mine, by the Bible. Because it say if any man lie with a man and any woman with a woman, that's an abomination to God. You can act like you don't know or know the verse, and you can hide that if you want to, but you dead wrong. That's my thoughts on the video. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Kanoom, Consul Moon. You already know what you're going to get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Kanoom. This is what I do, and I love to do it. And before I take back what I said, I add some more to it. I don't know Darrell Walls, so this can't be me jumping on him personally. Okay. I don't have nothing to do with Christianity. So this can't be me jumping on Christianity because I'm mad about it. I found out Christianity didn't hold water. I found out Islam don't hold water. I found out the Israelites don't hold water. This black Jew and all this crazy stuff, that's mythological. That's mythology, allegory, and fiction. And I don't give a damn who don't like it. Religion is man-made. It's not for African people. If you want to get into it, you can. But it's not my job to lead people towards man-made religion. My job is to give you back spirituality so you can understand you don't need man-made religion, because at the time man-made religion was given to you, spirituality was taken from you. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I thank you for watching. And remember, education and preparation is the first step to retaliation. So before you pick up a weapon, pick up some knowledge. Yeah, yeah.